Hi everybody. Please excuse the noise behind me. That's the radiator making noise. They're giving heat. Today we will be making a lasagna. We have some pasta sauce, Parmesan cheese, sharp cheese, mozzarella cheese, lasagna noodles. Those are the ones you do not have to boil, which makes it much easier. We have some ricotta cheese. We have a piece of onion, a piece of pepper. Into the bag we have the seasoning, we have the adobo, we have the garlic powder, we have the sazon, and we have some homemade sofrito. So let's get cooking. And I will also be adding some fresh minced garlic. I didn't mention it earlier, but we make our lasagna with ground beef. The ground beef, I have it in the pot. I'm letting it cook so that the grease could come out, and then I will strain the grease, and then I will season the meat. I don't like to have greasy ground beef or greasy lasagna. Okay, there's the ground beef. It has already let go of all the grease, so now I'm going to strain it and then season it and continue to cook it for a little while longer. Okay, here it is. I'm gonna put my meat in there. So you can drain all the grease. I like to wash it. Wash all that grease off. That grease gives me a stomach ache. It's not good for you anyway. Well, nothing's good for you, but you do what you can. So I'm going to keep doing this for like a minute or so, and then I will put it back in the pot. Here I added everything: the onions, peppers, adobo, sazon, garlic, sofrito, I already said sazon. Fresh garlic. And now I'm going to let it cook for a little while. Wash some dishes, and then come back to it and start preparing the lasagna. Okay, I have layered the bottom of the pan with some spaghetti sauce. Excuse my light. I'm going to put the first noodle. I'm just going to put this for now. The meat is still cooking. Put the first noodle in there. I'm going to put this little piece on the side because the noodles don't reach all the way to the ends. And then I'm going to put another piece on the other side. I'm going to put another piece on the other side. Just like that. So we could cover the whole bottom with the noodle. Let me go check on the meat and I'll be right back. I know people make it different, but this is how I like to make it. I find it easier this way. And I'm going to mix in the ricotta cheese. This is a 15-ounce little tub. I just put in about half of it. Now let's mix it all together. Let me bring you over here because I have to do things with my left hand. You won't be able to see me doing it. Just looks like a meat sauce. We're gonna let that cook down for a few minutes because it's too liquidy, and then we will start putting the lasagna together. I have already shredded my cheese. It was not sharp cheese, it was yellow cheese. It's called queso de papa, but it's good for the lasagna. And I already shredded my mozzarella. And I will let this cook down a little bit and we will come back shortly. Okay, there goes my meat. I transferred it over to a bowl. I'm just gonna let it cool a little bit, start cleaning up. I gotta wipe down my stove. I gotta finish washing my pot. I have this soaking in hot water. And then as soon as this cools, we'll start putting everything together. See how good that looks. It smells good. Okay, now here's everything. We're gonna start putting this lasagna together. Okay, we're gonna grab some meat. It's really hard for me working with one hand only. It's still hot, but we can start putting it together. I'm gonna put it in here. Just like so. Now we're gonna put some mozzarella cheese and some yellow cheese on top. Just the mozzarella cheese. Over here, we love cheese in our lasagna. Okay, I think that's enough. Now we're gonna put some yellow cheese. Now we're gonna put another layer of lasagna noodles. Put these pieces at the end because the noodles are too short. Now we will be putting another layer of meat. It's really hard to cook with one hand. I guess that's why they buy those stands for the phone, the tripods, I think it's called. I'm not even sure. I'm gonna have to get me something like that because this is really hard to do. Now I'm going to add more mozzarella cheese. Oh, I dropped some cheese. I hate to drop food on the floor. This is a small lasagna. My youngest son doesn't eat lasagna. My oldest son does. And I like lasagna. I'm gonna have to make something else for my youngest son. Thinking about making him some white rice with steak. I'm gonna put some yellow cheese. This is gonna be a thick lasagna. I'm using my hands. My hands are clean. I shouldn't even have to say that, but some people think differently. But yes, my hands are clean. Now I'm going to put the last layer of the lasagna noodle on top. I'm just going to have to cut an extra piece from a noodle and put it there. That's what it looks like. It felt like I was putting a puzzle together. I had to break all these little pieces to cover the gaps. So now I still have a little bit of meat left. I will just throw that on top. So this is the last layer of the lasagna. Oh, making a mess. Put some cheese on top and then we'll put it in the oven to bake. I'm making a mess over here. I got cheese back there. I have meat over here, right there. I have some cheese on the floor. Now I gotta clean all that up as soon as I put this in the oven. Yep, there goes more cheese on the floor and on the counter. I'm gonna throw a little bit of ricotta cheese on top. Okay, that's it for now. Okay, so now I'm gonna cover the lasagna. See how nice it looks. I'm gonna cover it with some foil and put it in the oven. Maybe for what, like 25 minutes to 30 minutes? I have to keep checking it. I don't know. Because I have to wait for those noodles to get soft. Those are the no boil noodles. Now I'm going to put this in the oven. Here is my leftover cheese. I put it in Ziploc bags. I'm going to put that in the fridge for later use. My oven is now preheating. We got to give it a few minutes. Then I will put the lasagna in for about 25 to 30 minutes. And we'll just keep checking on it. So now I'm going to get started on my garlic bread. I'm going to make my garlic bread in this toaster. I will be making the garlic bread in there, and I will show you once it's done. Okay, now I'm going to put the lasagna in the oven. It should be warm enough. Oh, it's hot on there. We'll put it in there for about half an hour. Now I will start with the garlic bread. I put it in the toaster. I'm going to leave it in there for a few minutes and let it get crispy. Okay, there's the garlic bread already, and I'm going to take it out, put it in a plate, and cut them in half. Okay, here's what the lasagna looks like. I'm going to uncover it. It is now done. It looks really good. There's the garlic bread. I made a small salad, and I'm just going to plate that up and show it to you in a plate. Okay, I am now done cooking. This is what my plate looks like. I have a piece of lasagna. I put some Parmesan cheese on top. I have a piece of garlic bread. I have a small salad, onions. It has green pepper, croutons, and lettuce. And I also have my coldest water bottle. That's what I will be eating for dinner today. I hope everybody has a good day. Okay, this is my kitchen. I just want to show you that it is clean. I always like to clean before I eat. Everything is nice and clean. There's the food, so when my son comes out of work, he can eat. Okay, thank you for joining me. Bye.